Hello, everyone. How are you? Welcome to the Stopelon daily voice chat, semi-daily, actually, twice a week voice chat AMA. How are you guys? So to start today, we're gonna go through some statistics from the weekend from Stopelon tour, from the NFT farm. Also talk a bit about the market. Uh, the crypto market is a bit unsure at the moment. We don't know if Bitcoin will stay on support or if it's going to drop again. It's a lot of uncertainty, so nobody's sure of what's going to happen next. Maybe we will have some more rough weeks in crypto, but overall, if you look at Stopelon chart, you can see that against the BNB, we're pretty much stable for around 2 weeks already. If you look at when you look at the USD chart, you're actually looking at the price variation of BNB and Stopelon. So if you go to KuCoin and enter our contract address, and you see that on the chart you have on the top left corner you have USD and you have BNB. If you select BNB, that's actually the only the Stopelon price variation without considering BNB. And if you put it on USD, then it's the price variation of both Stopelon plus the BNB variation, because we are tied to BNB in our liquidity pool. So it's still looking pretty good. If we analyze the last month or so, we're still. Let me just double check here before I say anything stupid. We're still around 96% up from around 55 days to the present day. So we're 96% up in USD price for Stopelon, which is still pretty good, even after a big price drop on BNB. We're still 96% positive rate on the last 55 days. So there's good news, even if the market is still going slow and doesn't have a lot of movement. So let's move to some statistics about the Stopelon tour over the weekend. So we started the tour on Holland on Friday. The car was driven around Zandvoort and also Amsterdam from Friday to Sunday. And on the end of Sunday, we actually gave away the iPhone for one of our holders. There was actually two holders that pretty much came together at almost the same time, but one of them was riding a car, so he got there first. We had Mark on the chat. He's here listening. Hey, Mark. Mark on the chat was like the whole day waiting for the location to go running after the iPhone, and he was actually second, but he got a good ride on the GTR, and I think that was awesome. I'm jealous of him for that. And we got the winner of the iPhone is actually not someone that's on Telegram, but he follows us closely on Twitter and Instagram and follows our announcements channel. So that's how he knew that we were giving away the iPhone at that moment. And he was the first to get there. There's a pretty funny video that we might be uploading to YouTube, showing the moment where the car was being driven around Amsterdam, and all of a sudden someone was following the car, honking a lot and asking for the car to stop. And the driver actually thought it was the police, but it wasn't. It was the holder trying to stop the car to win his iPhone, because the rules were simple. The very first holder, you have to be holding 10 million Stopelon in your wallet, and the very first holder of 10 million Stopelon that found the car on a specific moment after the tweet where we shared the location would get the iPhone as soon as he posted some pictures to Instagram and tagged us and everything. The name of the winner is Amine Zaro. I don't know how you properly spell his name, but it's Amine Zaro. He's a Moroccan. He's from Moroccan descendancy, and he was driving around that specific area at the moment that the tweet came out. So he found the car pretty much in around 10 to 15 minutes. He found the GTR and won the iPhone. We got some pictures of him on the announcements channel as well as on Twitter and Instagram. We might be sharing, if you're listening on YouTube, we might be sharing the images on the YouTube video as well. It was a pretty fun weekend. We had some very good QR codes scans, and we had some new holders come in. Around, I think around 10 to 20 holders over the weekend. It might be for people from Amsterdam, might be people from other countries as well that got access to the tour by Twitter and Instagram and social media or whatever. But we've got some new holders over the weekend, and that's very good. That shows that when we go to a city that's a bit more busy, uh, and like bigger cities as well, where we might be going in the next few weeks, where they have a bigger movement of people on the streets, it will generate some more leads to us and bring more people in. So I think that's pretty positive for a first weekend, a first test of the tour. Some people were asking like, what happens after the tour? And if we don't reach a certain market cap after the tour, we're not giving up either way. The car will still be with us. We might be doing some South European tours. We might be doing some Eastern European tours. Who knows? We can do everything from that moment on. And I think we could visit some more countries where our holders are at. And I think that would be really nice to expand a bit of the tour. These first 5 cities of the tour are mostly a test to see how it will be and how much volume we can get from it. New holders, stability, social media, news, everything that we can to get some movement on our token again. And once again, as I spoke in the beginning, we are on a low market volume where Bitcoin is still unstable. Nobody knows what's going to happen in the next few weeks. It might be dropping a bit more, and when Bitcoin drops, everything drops. Every altcoin drops. Every shitcoin, as they call it, drops as well. Every token drops as well. So we might be seeing some downwards movement, but we are pretty stable as a token. We are pretty stable, and we have a good holder base. I saw some comments early on from regarding the number of holders going down. If you guys remember, like a week and a half ago, or even less than that, we had a pump and dump, consequently, happen on Bitmart. We have no idea who organizes these, and we don't want to be connected to them in any way. And we also advise every one of our holders to stay away from it. But on that day, we were the day before that we were below 24K holders. I think it was around 23,800 holders. And with the Bitmart pump, it grew back up to 24K something, 24K 100 or something like that. So it's natural that some of those holders that tried, uh, some of those investors that tried to make use of the Bitmart pump are now leaving because they saw they maybe lost money from the pump and dump, and that's why we don't advise anyone trying to join that, because it's unpredictable. And if there's a pump, there's a dump, and when there's a dump, there's always someone losing money, and we don't want any of our holders to be experiencing any of that by trying to join something that we have zero control over. So our holder base is still very stable. We're still close to 24K. Might drop a bit, might go up a bit, but we had some new holders come in. We had some very recent holders going out, so that's why we believe that those were actually people that tried to participate on the Bitmart pump and dump and turned out to be unsuccessful at it. Some other statistics from the tour. Let's see here.
Yeah, I can tell a few words about it also.
Yeah, go ahead, Shadows. You can talk
So
about it.
yeah, if somebody still thinks that the tour has no reach, or let me give you some stats on the website. Uh, so right now, during the weekend, while we had the car in Amsterdam, we had almost double the total visits on the website during those 2 days compared to the other days. Like even yesterday, we had like half or a bit more visits, less than what we have during the weekend. And in real time interaction during the active time of the day, we had like almost triple the active users in our website during the tour. So it matters. It brings some traffic and it brings awareness. And this is the thing we're trying to do with it in general. So yeah.
Yeah, that's
This,
awesome. And we have around 93 people already participating on the first giveaway, the 5 million market cap giveaway, which will give away 2,000 US dollars in Stopelon tokens. So we have 93 people with verified emails, and we have around 20 people that didn't verify their emails. So that's a very important part. If you don't verify your email, you're not able to participate and you're not able to win when we draw the giveaways. So if you joined the competition on the website and filled the form with your email and your name, but you didn't verify it, then you're not competing. And also the next step after that, after verifying, is to insert your BSC wallet address. So if you insert the BSC wallet address and you're not currently holding 10 million stop Elon or staking 10 million stop Elon, you won't be eligible to win. So that's a prerequisite of having at least 10 million stop Elon in your wallet or being staked on the NFT farm at the moment. And speaking of the NFT farm, Shadows, we have around how many NFTs claimed?
let me check to give you around 134 NFTs claimed for this collection until now, which
That's
is
awesome.
pretty amazing. That regarding that is like the first test month of it. So that was the actually the other thing I wanted to comment about a bit, is that seems like the farm is doing pretty well. So everybody who has any friends that does not have real interest in like crypto trading or whatever, but likes NFTs, you can pretty much yeah, show them the idea of our NFTs. So we're pretty okay with having holders that have interest in that, and we'll continue to provide NFTs for the farm for now at least, or for whatever we can. It's really good progress there. We actually have like a BNB or a little bit more, which we can use to buy back. So if we get more people staking and more people that have interest in NFTs, we actually benefits our token because we have funds to buy back, which should help the chart in some moments when we have enough funds to do so. So yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome for a first month of NFT farming. That's very, very good to have 134 NFTs claimed. And the current amount of staked stop Elon is around 20 billion 500 million. So 20.5 billion stop Elon are being staked at the moment on the NFT farm itself. We currently don't have a way to stake for BNB or for any other kind of reflections. We do have reflections over your holdings from our tokenomics, but someday in the future we might be having a way to stake your tokens for BNB or for Cake or whatever works best, and we might be looking into that in the future. But to have around 2% of the total tokens being staked. It's an awesome statistic to have. And I believe that's 2% over the initial total supply, right? So it
Yeah,
would be around 4% of the current circulating supply. So that's
yeah,
very, very healthy for the movement and for the token. So thank you guys. And yeah, as Shadow said, when you redeem your NFT, you pay 0.01 BNB, and that's gonna be available for both the developer wallet and marketing wallet to buy back tokens and to move our price back up a bit when we have some downwards movement. So that's very healthy as well. So thank you for everyone that's staking. Thank you for everyone that's participating in the NFT farm. The current NFTs, the July ones, will go up until the 20th or 21st of September. We might be doing like the initial hours of 21st, which is the time that Shadows comes online and he can stop the farm for that specific month for June. And we will be burning the tokens, the remaining NFTs from June, and Shadows will be in adding the new July NFT ones with Madame Marie Curie on the back. So that's the next one that's coming up on the NFT farm. And those are gonna be available for around 20 days as well, Shadows? I think so, right?
well, if you want to like do a bit faster until we get on pace, maybe 20 days, yeah. And
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah,
make the
so doing
calculations
doing 20
today.
days for, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying that we will do the calculations that it's okay for 20 days. So it will not be the final ones, but will be scaled down for 20 days.
Yeah, yeah, that's very good. And 20 days is a way, since we are a bit late with the months, the NFT months. We're currently farming the June ones, and then we're going to be farming the July ones. By doing 20 days for each month and changing the amount of staking that you need for each tier, we'll make it so as we can maybe by end of year, by December, we might have actually the December NFTs on the platform. So it's a way to try to compensate a bit for the lateness on the NFT farm. I think that's it of announcements or general announcements. We have 10 people here. How is everyone? If you have any questions, if you have any doubts, feel free to ask them here or feel free to ask them on the regular chat as well.
Yeah,
I've got a
if you
question.
okay, Aaron.
Hello. When lamp?
When lamp. Yeah, we could have a stop Elon lamp in the future. I would love one.
Lamp
No,
NFT.
no one. Rodzio NFT. We need Rodzio NFT.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about the Rodzilla NFT in the future. And
Yeah, I
yeah,
just
I
want
was
to say
looking.
hello. I'm Jim, formerly Lily, but not a Dave. This is really
Hey Jim, how are you?
it's 2:20 in the morning here. So I've listened to a bunch of the AMAs, but never spoke up. So yeah, I'm just saying
Thanks for
hi,
having
man.
around.
All right, this is what I sound like.
Hi,
I'm
man.
gonna mute myself and shut the fuck up. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, Jim. Thanks for joining
Good
us.
morning.
It's a pleasure to have you. Yeah, Jim is one of our earliest holders, and he's been with us all this time. So thank you, Jim, for being around and for popping in on chat. Good to
Yeah.
hear your
Yeah,
voice finally.
Since 22 May, and I spent a frantic 5 hours trying to figure out fucking Exodus Wallet to Trust Wallet to PancakeSwap, but yeah,
it's a good learning curve in the beginning. I also had a bit of a hard time because I had never worked with DeFi before, so it was a good learning curve for the first day.
Yeah. I caught one headline in my email, something about Stopelon, and I was on it. I've had a fairly good hatred for that son of a bitch for about 15 years now. So
yeah, he's still at it, and we see that he's still at it, and there's still tokens making use of his manipulation. We know that a lot of people will try to make use of that as well for them, and they might be ending up where we actually ended up when I was a Doge holder, and I ended up losing over half of my assets because of him and because of his failed Saturday Night Live appearance. So we might be seeing some floaty holders
like I said, I've been carrying a very, very deep dislike for Elon Musk going back to 2005, 2006, when the American taxpayers built his first shit ass company. So
yeah,
I got no love for this guy,
It's very unfortunate the way that he does some of his business, and as we always say, we have nothing against him. We only want him to stop his manipulation, and then want him to step down from Tesla. We actually love Tesla as a company, and we want Tesla to succeed, but we don't think having a company like Tesla or any of the other ones that he owns being tied to his ways of doing business, which are very unfortunate, and his anti-union stance and union busting stance and strip mining lithium in poor countries. That's all very messed up to have a person as CEO doing so. That's why we're here.
You don't have to sell or explain to me. I've been here since 22 May, and I don't generally say too much, but I lurk, read, and watch everything.
Yeah, we know we know that you're around most of the time. I'm not really trying to explain to you because I know you know this for a long time, but actually trying to give people on the voice chat and on YouTube that might be listening to this afterwards a bit of a background of our movement. Yeah, so it's not anything against what you said. But thank you, Jim, for being with us. Nice to hear your voice finally. And
all right, man.
Feel free to pop in anytime, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna sign off and have another beer and go to sleep.
Nice.
Cheers, everybody.
Enjoy your beers.
Jim.
Cheers, Jim. Nice to have you. I was looking at chat and I saw some comments from Pat saying like right now Stopelon customer service is actually 24/7, and I think that's a really good point to have. You see a lot of BSC projects and tokens out there that abandon their chats, and we see a lot of tokens that as soon as there's some downward movement, the team starts going away and not responding anymore. We don't have any of that here with Stopelon. Our price might be 90% down from where it was at all-time high, which was a huge all-time high if you ask me. But we are always here. We have a team of currently 5 to 6 community admins that pretty much most of the time everyone is awake. We are always on chat and answering questions and helping people. So that's a great point to have, and thanks, Pat, for pointing that out. It's something that we might forget sometimes, that every time you pop in chat, there's one of us there. And I personally only go to sleep after Shadows wakes up. Shadows is the very first one to come after me to manage the chat, and I wait for him before I go to sleep. Usually around 1 or 2 a.m. in my country in Brazil. So we're always around, and we'll always be around to help you guys.
Yeah, Rot even states sometimes when I oversleep. So
Yeah, I'm always here, man. I'm always here.
Wanna say
If
hi?
someone
Hi,
needs to
guys.
rest a bit more. Hey, Eddie,
Hey,
how are
is
things?
is
stayed
that
in
Eddie?
silence till now. Yeah.
Stopelon
It's
tasty
Eddie.
dude again.
Stop it.
Eddie
Yeah,
Who the fuck is Eddie,
Eddie with
guys?
his stop feeling tasty.
yeah. Just to interrupt a bit, we had a question from the FD about the Diamond Hand NFTs. Just to answer that before we go into some chat.
Oh
Mode.
yeah, we're actually designing them. I'm talking to Tabriz, which is the NFT, the 3D designer, 3D artist, and we're working on it. We're testing some ideas. I want it to be something different and something really cool for all the diamond hands. But it will come at some point. It will come, and with it, the diamond hand NFT will be airdropped. We might be using like a form for everyone to sign up to and to check the data and see if they're holding from the beginning. And something to point out is something that was asked before. The Diamond Hand NFT will be for every holder that we have that never sold a single token. And one exception to that is staking. Another exception to that is transfers. And another exception to that is also buying on the merge store. If you're using Stop Elon tokens, it's not considered a sell of tokens, just a transfer. So if you either transferred some tokens to someone, airdropped some tokens to someone, if you staked your tokens on the NFT farm, or if you transferred, used your tokens to buy on the merch store, that's all considered still holding and only transfers. So it's still eligible to win the Diamond Hand NFT. As soon as we have it, as soon as I have a design and render for it, I'll be sharing with you guys. But it's coming. It's coming. Fuck Elon
Having
NFTs.
hobby with
I have to check with Daniel about the Fuck Elon NFTs. They are ready. They are rendered. They just haven't been sent out for the same reason that the Diamond Hands, for the Diamond tier NFTs for June haven't been sent out yet. It's all because of the gas fees. But they are done. The list of holders of Fuck Elon holders is ready. Daniel is still waiting on the gas fees to try and normalize, or even looking at maybe airdropping them via the BSC chain. So we'll see about it. You're
Yeah, that
welcome,
would
Dev.
probably
You're
be the
welcome.
easiest way.
Yeah,
Just
maybe
to
BSC will be
join.
much easier because Ethereum doesn't look like it's going down on gas fees and gas prices anytime soon, and I don't see it happening not anytime before next year when they actually have the fork and proof of stake. Uh, is it proof of stake that they're doing? Yeah, but it's coming, guys. It's coming. Arsenal. Oh, nice. You got some stop Elon to qualify for the tour. You can stake them for NFTs. It's still considered holding, so don't worry about it. You can stake for NFTs, and it's still gonna be valid for the
Yeah.
competition, for the giveaways. And I actually tried that yesterday. I created an account for my son. Added like 20 million stop Elon, 24 million stop Elon yesterday, and staked before joining the giveaway for him. And if it didn't work, if the staking wasn't considered, it wasn't gonna allow it. But it all, thanks to Shadows and Dave's programming and checking mechanism, it all works flawlessly. So if you're staking 10 million stop Elon, or if you're holding 10 million stop Elon, it's going to be eligible to participate in the giveaway. Let's see, did I miss any questions?
Yeah, Mick has another one. If we're planning to airdrop any more June NFTs, or they're all going to the farm expect diamond.
Besides diamond, the gold ones will also be airdropped for June. Actually, just for June. From July on, only the diamond NFTs will be airdropped, which is like 10 NFTs, so it's not much. But yeah, for June, since we took so long to airdrop them and we want to make everyone happy, we are still airdropping the gold ones, which are also not many. It's 100 gold NFTs and 10 diamond NFTs for June. So we'll still be airdropping them, but we have no idea about when that's gonna happen because the Ethereum fees don't look like they're gonna drop anytime soon. I'll check with Daniel. Maybe if he joins us on the Friday AMA this week, we can check how it is. He was looking at some other alternatives to airdropping the June NFTs, and we might make a final decision by next Friday. So we'll see about it. Oh, it's half an hour already. That was fast. I talked too much. I'm sorry, guys.
Yeah, if we do not have any more questions, I think that's pretty much it.
Okay, today is payday. Actually, Don mentioned that he wasn't able to do the payments of the core team yesterday, so he might be doing those today, just to communicate and be transparent to you guys. The core team payments will be done today from the developer wallet.
I can eat even this week. Yeah.
Yay!
Need money for make
Um,
pizza.
money for pizza. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Any more questions, guys? Feel free to ask them. If not, we'll be closing the AMA for today.
I should say for full transparency, on payday this week, I'm likely to sell about £50 worth just to pay for the ads that I ran this weekend. Just so everyone knows, if there's a sale of around £50, that's me.
Oh, nice. So we're running some ads on Facebook, right?
We were over the weekend, and we
Nice.
ran about £50 worth of Saturday and Sunday. They drove around 100 people to the website and put the images of the car in front of, let me look it up. I think it was around 14,000 people, 106 click through to the website, 12,479 unique impressions. So
That's awesome.
and that was centered on Amsterdam alone. So the idea was that people saw it who were in Amsterdam.
That's really good.
Yeah, so it's something we can look at for future. Definitely, maybe we can chat about marketing budget and things like that. But I think it's something that we could make inroads into later. So for people that have questions about marketing and advertising, we do talk about it behind the scenes. Don't think that we don't.
Yeah, we're always figuring out where to invest some of the marketing tokens in a smart way, since we're on a low volume and low cost, low price right now. And actually, going back to the tour a bit, next weekend the GTR will be in Paris, so we'll be announcing locations and everything else as soon as it goes there. And we will have another iPhone giveaway in Paris. So with all our French holders, if you're listening here on or on YouTube, pay attention to Twitter on both from Friday to Sunday. At some point, we'll be tweeting about the specific location for the iPhone giveaway. If you're holding 10 million Stopelon and you're the first one to arrive and find the GTR, you're gonna get an iPhone 12. So keep an eye out. It's gonna be cool. So I think that's it for today, guys. If you have any more questions that weren't answered during the AMA, feel free to ask them on the chat. And we'll be seeing you every day. And on Friday, we have another AMA at 7 p.m. UTC. So feel free to join us on Telegram. The official group, it's at @Stopelon_BSC_official. So please join us. Feel free to ask any questions. Feel free to come say hi, even if you're not a holder. We're always here, pretty much 24/7, as said before. And thank you for being with us. It's an awesome movement that we have in an awesome community as well. So thank you. And we'll be seeing you on Friday.
Cheers, everyone.
Cheers.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thank you for popping in.
Cheers, all.
Cheers, Jim.
It's Jim. Bye, Dave.
Bye-bye. Bye to all the Daves.
Adios, amigos.
Adios.